Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
My wife, Paloma Stewart, was the sun in my sky. We had a quiet life, nothing extraordinary. Weekends spent gardening in our little patch of green, evenings curled on the sofa with bad movies, the kind of comfortable routine you build over a decade of loving someone. So when she left for a week to clear out her late mother's childhood home, I missed her terribly. I counted the days until she'd be back. She arrived late one Tuesday, the old pickup truck packed to the brim with boxes of memories. I rushed out to hug her, relief washing over me, but something was off. Her embrace was stiff. Her kiss, usually so warm and lingering, was brief, almost perfunctory. I chalked it up to exhaustion, the emotional toll of dealing with her mother's things. She went to bed almost immediately, saying she was too tired to talk, which was unlike her. Paloma loved to debrief, to share every detail of her day. Over the next few days, the little things started to pile up. She'd forget things, trivial stuff at first, like where she put her keys, but then bigger things, like the name of our neighbor, Melvin Hanson, who'd brought over a casserole. Her eyes, usually so expressive, sometimes held a vacant, almost glassy stare. And her smile, it was too wide, too fixed, like she was trying to remember how to do it. It sent a shiver down my spine every time I saw it. One evening, I found her standing in the living room, facing a blank wall, just staring. No sound, no movement, just perfectly still. When I called her name, Paloma, she jolted, turning to me with that too-wide smile. "Just admiring the plaster, Darren," she said, her voice a little too level, a little too calm. "It has such character, don't you think?" We'd lived in that house for 5 years. She'd never once commented on the plaster. I tried to dismiss it, tell myself she was grieving, that people change after loss. But the dread was a cold knot in my stomach. I started setting little tests. I hummed a tune she used to love, a lullaby she'd sing to herself when she was stressed. She paused, her head tilting just slightly like a confused bird. A flicker of something, recognition, pain, crossed her face for a split second, then vanished. The smile returned, wider than before. "What a strange song, Leighton," she'd said. Leighton. My name is Darren. The real horror began when she stopped sleeping. Or rather, she'd lie perfectly still beside me, breath even, but I'd wake in the middle of the night and feel her eyes on me in the dark. I'd pretend to be asleep, my heart pounding, listening to the unsettling silence. Sometimes I'd hear faint rustling from the living room, quiet footsteps that stopped the moment I shifted. I started locking my office door at night, just a small, irrational act of self-preservation. Last night it escalated. I was in the kitchen making myself a sandwich when I heard her behind me. "Darren," she said, her voice soft but laced with something I couldn't quite place. I turned and she was standing there, too close, her eyes locked on mine. They weren't glassy anymore, they were sharp, alert, and terrifyingly patient. "You know this house? It feels different now, cleaner, emptier." She reached out, her fingers brushing my arm. They felt cold, like stone. And for a moment, I saw her nails, usually short and neat, were longer, sharper, almost like claws. I recoiled, stammering, "Paloma, what are you talking about? Are you feeling all right?" The smile vanished. Her face became utterly neutral, almost predatory. "Oh, I'm feeling perfectly fine, Darren Sears," she said, her voice now a low, guttural growl that was definitely not my wife's. "It's you I'm worried about. You're resisting." She lunged, not with speed, but with a deliberate, slow motion that was more terrifying than any rush. I stumbled back, grabbing a heavy cast-iron pan from the counter, holding it out like a shield. She stopped, tilting her head again, that strange, bird-like motion. A faint, almost imperceptible clicking sound came from her throat. Then she just laughed, a sound like dry leaves skittering across pavement. "Soon," she whispered, backing away slowly, never breaking eye contact. "Soon you'll understand, and you'll belong here with me in our clean, empty home." She turned and walked back into the darkness of the living room, leaving me alone, gasping for air, the pan trembling in my hands. I'm in my office now, door barricaded, listening to the quiet of the house. The silence is worse than any sound. I can feel her out there, somewhere in the shadows, waiting. She knows I'm here. She knows I know. And she's still wearing Paloma's face. I don't know how long I can stay in here. I don't know what she wants. But I know she's not my wife and she's coming for me. Whatever you do, check who comes home to you tonight.
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.